Welcome back to the show, everybody. Mr. Pop That Thing. That's me, the one on the triple G.O.D. Pounded everybody's favorite everything, the green monster squish murder ring competition. Yes, indeed, the ladies of rage. We're about to set this world ablaze, but most importantly, yes, you're live right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV. Uncle Triple at this moment has a public service announcement, so let's skip the BS and let's get right to work. This, kiddies, is One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. The Deluxe Edition for PlayStation 4 or 5 if you want to play it on that. However, what's important is this, first of all. As someone who has been in the game as long as I have, kids, when you see things as strange as this, there's something going on here. You might be wondering, Trip, where's the evidence in which you seek? It's just a discount for an anime game. It's not really that big of a deal. You think so, right? Well, until you skip past all of this and you read this information. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit. Because I want to make sure that you see all of this. I'll read it to you dramatically. Notice, for online lobby functions ending. Online lobby functions will end on the following date, February the 28th, 2022. Along with the end of online lobby function, the following features will no longer be available. Participation in online events, participation in avatar rank battles, and distribution of login bonuses. Now again, you might be saying, Trip, well, the game did what it did. It's run its course, said they have no reason to keep the online functioning anymore. Here's the thing now. When I see things like this alarms me a little bit, especially when you're talking about Bandai Namco and license-related material. These people ain't scared to take a thing down. So this should probably be your legitimate warning that if you care about this video game at all and wanted to play it and want to own it, $13 for the majority of DLC, and we'll get into the one little outlier of that. For $13, well, $12.79, let's sit up here and be real with the mathematics, to own this digitally permanently in your library for as long as your digital library should exist, you know, the whole rigmarole and TOS that you never read and all that old shit, is if you want this game, this game may go on a discount. I don't know how deeper that discount will get. But for the next couple of hours until 2 a.m. triple the God time, you can get this for $13 and on. The thing is, I made a big old monkey tweet about it. Was supposed to be followed up with this video then, but you know, life got in the way, things of that nature. But better late than never in saying what it is that I need to say. The key to the important is, and we just gonna scroll back up here. Actually, no, I don't want to get that close. No, you know what? That'll work. Yeah. So here's the thing, though. If you didn't know, this game has a physical version, right? A physical version, which includes none of the DLC. What you get for $12.79 is everything on this page except for this DLC, which doesn't go with this game. I don't know why the hell it's here. And the pre-order DLC for all this special Saitama stuff. So you will have to spend another $5, but everything else is up for grabs either for free or comes with the Deluxe Edition. Now, some of these things in other regions were given away in different ways. So I'm seeing, like, you literally, because I did all the research and all that, in Japanese, some of this stuff was pre-order bonuses. In Europe, you had to join Bandai Namco's secret European club to get some of this stuff, which is not available in those regions, but all available here in the United States of America, KKK. So if you care about this game in any way, if you were thinking about getting it, you got a couple hours to get this game for $13 to get all of its DLC, and either for the point of owning a digital copy or being able to enhance the physical copy, which you can still go out on the streets and buy. It will not surprise me on March the 1st that this game is gone. Would not surprise me in any motherfucking way if it's gone. So I wanted to do my due diligence, and I want to tell the streets, if you care about this game, get it in the next couple of hours so you can add it to your digital collection again to enhance the physical copy so that you always have a copy of the game in most of its full things. So also in that, because of what you read, if you want to unlock everything in the game, you need to start playing the game now because you got a couple of months to unlock all the bonuses and things like that, so be sure of that. Given that it just couldn't be me telling you to get this One Punch Man, I went through the sale, and it's a lot of stuff I'm looking at getting tonight, and some stuff that may be left on the floor that I may have to wait for the next sale. But I want to highlight some of the things that I'm thinking about getting that I don't own yet, and actually one thing in here that I do, but I have to legally tell you because of how much it costs. So, let's start from left to right. DARIUSBURST Chronicle Saviours. Now, there's a whole lot of Darius going on when it comes to PSA at this point. You got multiple versions of this game. You have the arcade and the console collections. It gets weird when you get over to the Switch side because that game has an exclusive version of the game you can't get nowhere else. There's the Sega Genesis version, the original Darius. It's nuts. However, we're not here because this is $24. No. We're not here for that. If you want the game for $24, it's fine. My thing is, I own a physical copy of it, and that's why we're here, because Uncle Triple has a story to tell. It has to do with this DLC, limited run, and their limited communication, because my black ass don't read, and all of this. So, when the super duper collector's version was up on limited run, I copped it under the assumption with my dumb ass that all the DLC was available. Weirdly enough, because the universe works this way, is the DLC was on sale, and I'm like, nah, it's only this, it'll always be there. A couple of days after the sale went off, somebody had went on limited run Twitter to ask them if the DLC part of the thing, and they were like, no. And I'm like, well, you the dumbass for not buying the DLC when it was on sale. So, for $5.99, all of the packs with all of the characters are in it. So I would suggest buying all of these because one ship is $5. One ship is $5. So for $6, you get 3 to 4 depending on the. No wait, it's only 3. I'm tripping. It's only 3 because I thought it was like one that had 4 in it. But yeah, you got all of these from these classics. You got Sega, you know what I'm saying? You got the Sega. We're scrolling all the way down. We got the Sega. We got the Taito joint. Where is it at? We got the aiding joint, and we got the Capcom stuff. So again, and the K stuff is right here. So that's a lot of DLC, friends. A lot of DLC. $6 a piece. If you're into this type of stuff, this is what I would suggest you do because again, limited run was still in their infancy when they did this stuff. They're better about this stuff now with the companies they work with. Scott Pilgrim International. But at this juncture, for $6, you owe it to yourself if you're going to own this game to get the DLC on this sale, 50% off. Because who knows, the next time it's going to be on sale. This game goes on sale in the DLC more frequently on Steam than it does anywhere else. But be sure to get this in your system. We'll be talking about more shmups later, but I'd like to take a moment to talk about both Fight of Animals and Fight of Gods. Both $6 for Fight of Animals, $8 for Fight of Gods. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, some great fighting games. I ain't even gonna get me wrong. For $6 and $8 for some good fighting games, you know what I'm saying? Because you can do that, but I'm reading the PS Plus prices because it's like if you watching this, you play stuff online, you gonna get this discount. If not, it's $7.50 for Fight of Animals and it's $10 for Fight of God. So be sure to keep that in mind as this sale gets ready to conclude. Speaking of fighting games that we should have treated better, Omen of Sorrow. I will be one of those dudes who admit I didn't play Omen of Sorrow enough, and I think it might be time. With this game being $8 for me because I got PS Plus and $10 if you don't, I'm like, given what it is and all of that stuff, $8 for a fighting game that I enjoyed the demos because there were 2 demos on PS4. One demo you can no longer get your hands on, the other one is readily available with different characters in it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a look at the demo, after you hear this, take a look at the demo, and if you like it, go ahead and copy it before the sale is over. Speaking of fighting games that we feature frequently, the only reason we're talking about Koihima Embu because now it's up to version 3, which matches all other versions you can get your hands on when we talk about Real Rara. That's mainly on Steam and how it reflects currently in the arcade. However, you gotta buy Joko and Kakua for $5. Like, the game updates to 3.3, but you gotta buy these characters if you want them to your roster, just so we're putting that out there. Speaking of other games I'm legally bound to talk to you about all the time, Fight EX Layer is $8. Here's the thing though, as I sit up here and wipe my brow and turn off this heater, because that was smart though, I'm gonna turn on the fan so I quit sweating like a Hebrew slave, because, you know, the light above me. If you want to play Fight EX Layer, and I'm just being honest, you may not want to buy it on PS4. If you have a decent enough rig to play it on, to get it on Steam, copy it the next time it go on sale on Steam, or just buy it for however much it costs on Steam, because I don't know that, and I really don't want to get off the subject of what this video is, but all the fun stuff happens on PC. Another Dash is on Switch, and I don't think that stuff is coming back to PS4, so if you're trying to see, like, the next step of Fighting EX Layer, check out the PC version, because they got all the good work and all the experimental crazy shit, and Another Dash is just a great port of a game. I guess you could call Another Dash a port as much as you could a sequel, I guess. But yeah, for $8, I'm like, for $8 to get mostly everything, because again, we gotta remind you, if that it comes with Hokuto, it comes with the Gogi stuff, and it comes the game, but you gotta buy Terry. He's $5, and you gotta buy the colors, which are, it's the let me actually, well, you know what? Let's do it, because, you know, Fighting EX Layer. It's later, fool. Thank you, me. Don't mind. I'm going to take a drink for a moment. Tasty. So, this is not what I was looking for. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered something very important while we look at games you might want to buy, like, you know, this game we just talked about. This is another Chronicle EX, a different version of DARIUSBURST, separate from the one we talked about earlier. This game is on sale frequently enough. You should buy it when it's on sale. Find a physical version of this game, and this will not be the last time in this video I tell you to buy a physical version of a video game, but you should buy a physical version of Blaster Master Zero something, because it includes all the DLC on a disc. So there's that, and there's this, and, you know, we can talk about that. Oh, Strike Vector, cracks. You know what I'm saying? Strike Vector crack. Maybe when it's on sale, maybe I'll talk about it in the better version of R-Type Dimensions. But I just remembered, all that stuff is inside the game, so it doesn't show up as DLC out here. But I know the colors are $5. I think the whole color set is like $10, and Terry is $5. So it is what it is with that. So with all that being said, let's move on. Mighty Fight Federation. This game is gonna have Kunio and Ricky in it soon, so for nothing else, and for everything that this game provides as being the future of that game they was talking about free in this morning milestone, is Mighty Fight Federation is one of those games that really fits the bill, and because it's like one of the few on PS4, like with Last Fight, Combat Core's on Switch, and things of that nature. So, you know, for $15 for half off if you got PSN, and $19.50 if you don't, Mighty Fight Federation ain't a long way to go as you sit up here, and you can sit up here, get the game now, and watch the game slowly build up into what it is that is going to be a great thing that we'll enjoy and appreciate years down the line. For $6 or for $4.50, Itadaki Smash. I played the demo of this a while back, and I'm like, yeah, as soon as I get my hands on some damn money, I'm going to buy this with money. You should buy this with money too. Itadaki Smash, yo. If you love a good beat 'em up, Itadaki Smash got exactly what you're looking for. For $6 or for $4.50, it's a steal, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. Remember when I said this wasn't the last time I was going to tell you to buy a physical version of a video game? Well, I'm going to literally tell you to buy a physical version of this video game on another goddamn system. Because see, here's the thing with Wonder Boy, with ASHA and Monster World. The physical copies of this game come with the original Monster World. Now, if you a trophy hunter, that version of Wonder Boy 4 has trophies, but it's not on the disc itself. You get a code with it. So if you have bought the Simply Limited version, you literally need a European account to redeem the code. If you buy the game in the American KKK, you can redeem it however you do. On all Switch carts, it is available on the cart, but Switch don't have trophies or achievements or things like that. But do not buy the game digitally unless you just want to own the game digitally because you can. And then for $10 off, I'm like, you might as well just buy the game at full price. Speaking of games, published by the same company, you know what I'm saying? The Ninja Saviours is like $12 right now. I'm like, because I literally featured through the games I want to feature, but I just remember the Ninja Saviours is on sale for $12. You should buy that game. It's fucking crack cocaine. The end. Assault Suit Leynos. The only reason I'm talking about this is not only because it's $4, it's because recently this was featured on Giant Bomb on that new Daniel Dwyer segment with Jeff Gerstmann. What is the name of it? I forget the name of the segment, but he talked about one of his favorite games, which he has talked about a lot on Giant Bomb, called Target Earth, and this is like the HD technical remake of it. But you still get something by playing Target Earth and also playing Assault Suit Leynos side by side, because there is a mode in this game that mostly emulates the Sega Genesis version. And I mean mostly because there are some small tweaks here and there for the modern person to appreciate it, even in its Sega Genesis mode or Mega Drive mode or whatever. But the Assault Suit series gets greasy, and one of these days we'll have to sit down and have a nice talk about Cybernator, things like that, or that PS2 game we don't talk about, but we're not going to get into that now. Shout out to Assault Suit Valkyrie. Continuing, Natsuki Chronicles, Ginga Force, and the Seventia Collection. So, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Natsuki Chronicles and Ginga Force? Because if you haven't, Uncle Trip was here to enlighten your ass. Cause son of a bitch, two of the best shmups in the fucking game, you should get them. And the Seventia Collection includes both of those games. So, if you noticed, $16 for Natsuki Chronicles, $13 for Ginga Force. If you combine them, you get them for like $1 and some change less, and $13.99, $12.99, and you get it for a slight thing. So you get slight discount, but if you don't want if you don't want it now, hold it for later. But play these games. Some of the best shmup action, some of the best ear candy in the fucking business between these two games. Some of the best, and I mean best ear candy in the business. I'm just like, yo. These soundtracks for Natsuki Chronicles and Ginga Force fucking slap. Alright? Just telling you, real rap. Those soundtracks fucking slap. Real talk. No lie. No cap. No cap. So, if you don't get them now, keep them on your thing for later. Two great games. It is what it is. Now, given that we are at the end of our journey, the one thing other than that DARIUSBURST DLC I know I'm getting is Travis Strikes Again. From my understanding, according to the numbers, this is the more stable version of the game versus the game on Switch as it exists at this time. So, if you're going to play a version, you can play this for $10 if you got PS Plus, another $6 if you don't got PS Plus and ain't rocking it at this time. But I had to feature this because with No More Heroes 3 out, you may need to know what happened between No More Heroes 2 and 3, and this game fills in that blank if you didn't know. Here's the thing you should know. At this time, there is not an American physical copy of this game. It is physical in Europe. It is physical in Japan, not here in the American KKK, so good luck with that. Just letting you know what it is. And I think that concludes my God talk. Bring it back to me. See, told you I wasn't going to hold you here forever, but I just want to just let you know about some stuff that's on sale. What I will do, and I'm going to make sure that I remember this, is I'm going to leave a link to PS prices, and you can take a look at everything that won't be on sale tomorrow morning after 2 a.m. so that you can take a look. It was a lot of other things that I didn't feature that I wanted to, but I kind of wanted to keep the video brief, and for me, 20 minutes a second brief. I'm trying here, okay? I'm trying to combine my indulgence for doing what I love with your time and pretending I fucking care. I don't. So, it is what it is. But regardless, we got plenty of more show for you, so please sit back, relax, stay tuned. Mr. Pop Dem. Thanks. That's me. The one on triple the G.O.D. aka Mr. CRSCKCLCINE # Entertainment's #1 domain. And indeed, I am the baddest monster in existence, and don't you ever, ever, ever forget it. Pound it. Everybody's favorite everything, the green monster, squish, murder, random conjugation. May you all be praised for holding down my 6. Bessie, Janine, Magdalene, the intern, Annalise, and yo girl, and my Miss Marcy, aka Miss Marcy, hold down the Onos, Doses, Thraces, and Quattro. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through. All my family, usual suspects, nothing but love always, man. I always show y'all love. It is what it is. I see you. You see me, because you made it to this point in the video. You see me. It's good. But nothing but love for all my folks. And for anybody new who makes the end of this, man, that usual stuff people tell you to do, links below, all of those shit. Look, we got plenty of more show. Hell yeah. I'm like, yo, we got Ash tonight. So that means I got crack cocaine for you tomorrow. Can't wait to have a reason to, play Maximum Impact Regulation A, because that's gonna fucking happen for my research on fucking purpose, because I can. So it is what it is with that. But regardless, we here at Team GRF TV have plenty more show for you, and we've indeed got it right after these commercial messages. Remember, kids, if you gonna do something, get that One Punch Man joint. Get that before that sale expire. Maybe pick up the Travis Strikes Again. Definitely get the DLC for DARIUSBURST. And if you saw anything that you like, cop it. If you saw anything you like, cop it. I'ma have that link to PS Deals, and have that link to the PlayStation Store itself, so you can see everything that's on sale. Because given that sales overlap, because it's the Wednesday before the turnover or whatever, it's gonna get confusing. So if I give you the PS Deals link, you should be okay. So description below. Gotcha. Plenty more show for all of y'all. Right after these commercial messages.